Camelot 331 here, and it looks like GameStop is playing with fire. Are you shocked? I'm not shocked at all, but it seems like they may be screwing over a lot of employees, maybe all of them. It's totally in line with how GameStop usually acts in these sorts of situations, so I'm not exactly shocked, but you should be. And we're gonna jump into this so damn fast, it's gonna knock your damn socks off. Before we get into it, make sure you like the show, make sure you subscribe, and get the hell on it, doggone it. Let's jump into this shit right now. So first things first, it says DM is no longer allowing store closures for breaks. So a couple years ago, GameStop did this thing where they went down to single coverage for pretty much every store. The ultimate payroll cut. See, back when I was at GameStop, we were guaranteed 83 hours, no matter what, of payroll. Well, guess what? They made all store managers hourly. So they're no longer salary, therefore they don't include the salary employees on that payroll. Well, now they do. So they are able to cut back even further. So now basically every GameStop has one employee working, which to be fair, every single time I was robbed at GameStop, there was a couple people in there, which is even more terrifying because what if you were alone? But that's neither here nor there. They made a rule that was basically like, hey, if you're working alone, lock the door for 30 minutes and take a break, because almost every single state has a law where you have to take 2 15-minute breaks or something to that nature that's paid for by the company. Well, this DM obviously doesn't give a damn. He don't give two shits. And to be fair, DMs usually don't give two damns about whatever the damn county, the local government, or the state has to say about anything. They just want their money, and that's all that matters. People right here says, isn't it in our employee handbook that we're allowed to do that? Also, I'm pretty certain withholding breaks is against the law. It sure damn is. And I'm pretty sure every state has a law similar to that. This person says, call HR or heroin. Company policy says you get breaks. By the way, I'm gonna be honest, and look, this is just me, and I know my advice is way different here. I would absolutely never call HR. I would call your local, somebody, a representative of your local government, because HR is just gonna fire you. They're gonna be like, oh, this person called us, and then they're gonna call your DM and say, hey, can you shut this person up? And they're gonna fire you. I even had one employee reach out to me for advice, and they were like, should I call HR? And I was like, no, you should not. They ended up calling HR anyway, and guess what? They got fired, and we laughed over it. I mean, they were totally cool with it. They laughed over it. They're like, well, you were right. So yeah, it's very dangerous. Right here it says, I'm breaking. I can't afford to drop keys, but it might be about that time because I'm at my damn breaking point. Between this PSA BS, the new metrics for Q1, and the insane acceleration of micromanagement, I'm not being hyperbolic when I say I might just toss my damn keys. I can't afford it. I am the only income in my house, and I would have to pretty much sell everything I own to do. On top of that, we now have to be at work 20 minutes earlier than before with no extra payroll to cover it for daily conference calls. What the hell they have conference calls about? Man, I will never understand this, ever. When I was at GameStop, we had conference calls like once or twice maximum a week. And it was the same thing every week. Okay, Monday was, what are the titles coming out Friday? Or what midnight releases do we have scheduled? What kind of promotions do we have to go over? And then they would call out all the stores that were performing well. But some regions and or districts had daily calls. And from what I know, it's like a company-wide thing now. What the hell are you gonna talk about daily? Hey man, look at the metrics. Oh, it's the same shit. God, that would be terrible. My drinking has increased. Oh shit. I don't know. I don't even know why I'm posting this. I guess I just need to cry into the void. They're asking way too much of all of us, and it just keeps getting worse every quarter. It gets worse. I'm waiting for the day that they required we hold our underwear to the camera. Oh my God. I'm watching my fellow SL burn out one by one. I'm watching full-ass teams walk, and the company just shrugs it off. That's how it works, man. I can't strictly blame the company, though. We need better labor laws in this country. Hell, some states, mine included. If you're above 18 and of age, you're not entitled to a lunch break for 8 hours of work. In some states. That's one thing I did not know. I was pretty, well, I'm sure there's one or two states. I figured it was pretty much almost nationwide, but that is true. There's a lot of shit. There's a lot of wild shit. I can't much longer. I just can't. I've always been the strength for my team, and I'm quite certain they know and respect that. Sorry to vent, but I'm actually, for the first time in many years, scared. Scared I won't be able to keep it going. And this is kind of the quiet part. A lot of people don't understand this. A lot of people are like, LOL, GameStop memes. LOL, billions in cash. LOL, I like the stock. There are people working in these stores that are literally getting abused, completely abused by the system that they work for. The executives don't care. None of them do. They never really have. This person says, now that I no longer work at GameStop, I can finally say how the Pro system is terrible for the company. Yeah. GameStop Pro does not make customers shop more. The data GameStop uses is extremely faulty. And GameStop has no way of fixing the issue. Does GameStop Pro make customers shop more, or do customers who shop more get GameStop Pro? Pro makes some customers come in more than they normally would, but this is a bad thing. This is because the customers are what I like to call my monthly five guys. This is where they get the true issue. We all know these guys. They come in and spend their $5 monthly, and then you see them next month. GameStop attempted to fix this with a 5% $25 rework in 2023, and initially I was on board. More incentive for people to come in for a higher profit margin, but I was one of the few happy people with the change. Shocking, but only because the $5 nerfs through increasing the price and exclusion. The 5% is also bad. I've barely seen anyone come in and get more pre-owned due to the 5%. So what this guy's talking about is we used to have a Pro card at GameStop, and they still do. And back then, you got 10% off used games, and there was other promotions that would combine it. Sometimes you get 25% off. You get a buy two, get one free if you had the Pro card on several different occasions, but they slowly took that away. There would just be less opportunity to use it. And you get points and everything, and you get a GameStop, either emailed to you or a Game Informer emailed to you or a Game Informer shipped to your house. They killed all that. You get nothing now. You get a $5 coupon code a month. That's it. But that's nothing, okay? This is just a taste of what is going on. GameStop seems to be playing with fire here. And this is something that's very, very interesting to me. So you guys are going to see this, and you're going to be like, what in the absolute hell is going on? So here we go. We're going to jump right into the sauce. It says, is anyone else not receiving severance? Shocking. Okay, so if you guys don't know, GameStop is closing stores left and right. Hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of stores. To be fair, the stores are not profitable. There is actually probably no reason for them to exist. If I ran the company, I would close them all tomorrow. Now, granted, a lot of them have lease agreements right now, but I'd be closing all them bitches. Go directly online, and that's it. And just I would golden parachute. Now, or do a 180 and make the worst decisions possible and get paid to step down. That's what I would do if I was CEO. George Sherman, the previous CEO, got paid $169 million to step down for destroying the company, by the way. Isn't that wild? This person says, so with the GameStop layoffs, my store finally closed down, and my official termination was January 11th, and I've still not received my severance. They finally sent me paperwork on January 28th, which is 2 weeks later, well after what should be my payday, and I've still not received the deposit. Today, I decided to look back at the document, and it stated that if it's not signed 10 days after termination, it's void. Today is February 7th, and I still have not seen a deposit. Wondering if this is common, or if I'm the only one getting overdraft because of GameStop's incompetence. This person says, were you an SL? If not, sadly, you don't get severance. If you were, then you need to contact HR. Yeah, it's not true at all. I don't know what this person's talking about. I've seen ASLs get severance dozens upon dozens of times when I was working there, so I don't really know what that comment's about. But that being said, that is insane. And is GameStop intentionally sending out their termination paperwork past the due date so people aren't eligible for severance? I would not be surprised, because what do you have to do? You have to fight back. Are you going to? Probably not. And that's what they're banking on. GameStop's playing with fire nowadays, and it's kind of terrifying. I want to know what you think. All these people are getting laid off, and there's probably a giant percentage of them that's getting screwed with this severance deal. That's pretty gross behavior, considering they have billions of dollars in cash, right? What's wrong with sending somebody $3,000 in severance? Pretty strange, but hey, it's GameStop and it's another damn day. So subscribe down below, comment down below, give me a kiss on the forehead, and get the hell on it, doggone it. Bye. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I race at Daytona Saturday on Fox at noon. All right, bye. Hey guys, if you were not aware, I race full-time in NASCAR in the Arca Menard Series and the Truck Series currently, and I'm having a blast doing it. It's always been my dream to run NASCAR. So if you could help out a little bit, subscribe down below. Go follow all my social medias that's in the description. And also, if you want to be involved directly as a sponsor or a partner, get the hell on it, doggone it, and DM me on one of those, and let's make some magic happen in the world of autosport.